we are.
So your story starts in Spokane, Washington.
Yeah, back in 19 Stone.
There's somewhere around there. Yeah. But you're a military brat.
Yep, Air Force.
Air Force. So were you at the Spokane, like the Air Force base around there?
Oh, that was Fairchild Air Force Base.
Fairchild Air Force Base.
Yeah, my father was stationed there. Before that, my father was a Tuskegee Airman. So I'm number 6. I'm kid number 6. So we lived everywhere. We moved everywhere. We did a lot of things and overseas as well. So it's the, I guess, the benefit of experience for osmosis.
And I'm sure, sorry, I don't have to shut my phone off.
That's
Somebody keep it all there.
Yeah.
So how long were you there, like at that particular Air Force base?
Several years, because we move every 2 or 3.
That's what I was going to ask, because you must have like bumped around, so you jumped bases or schools and...
After Fairchild, it was Montana.
Ah, okay.
You know, that's June. Yeah, that was Glasgow Air Force Base.
Ah, okay. Oh,
Yeah,
but
it's a great place to be a truck tire.
yeah. But I saw you in, I was at one of the many interviews, because I've been like studying you for now, the last 3 days. I saw an interview you did where a lot of the first sort of noises and sounds you developed were airplanes.
Oh yeah, it was all Air Force issue stuff.
Right.
Because when you're next to an active runway, you start to learn the aircraft. Each one, you start learning the classification, you start learning their schedules, so when they come in, when they're going out. The B-52 sounds different from a KC-135 tanker. Did you know that? I did now. But it was something, man. And the other thing about being up in the elements, when you're in Montana or any place on Earth, it has a different sound to it. Florida's got its own noise, you know. Well, it's not a hurricane, but the other
What is a hurricane?
Yeah, but it's not. But Montana, northern Montana, you know, just off the Canadian border, it had winds. So a lot of the time, most of the year, it was. And when it didn't, when the wind was blowing, there's something wrong. It was just natural.
And that was actually the exact same sound that emitted from 2 theaters down when no one was in it for a documentary.
Exactly.
But you developed this a lot because you said you didn't have a ton of friends, and it was a way to sort of amuse yourself.
Yeah. So we had 3 channels. When you're on Air Force Base and it's minus 24 degrees in the winter time, you got 2 or 3 channels. That was it. Which meant if you wanted to watch the monkeys, you better be sitting in front of the TV set at the time that he comes on. Or you're gonna miss Davy. You're gonna miss Davy Jones. You're gonna miss Peter Tork. You're gonna miss Mickey Dolenz. All right. You're gonna miss everything. I mean, you're not there at that time. And at the same time, Star Trek was playing on the other channel. And my brother wanted to watch Star Trek, and I wanted to watch the monkeys. I lost. But that's okay. I got it back. I learned every Star Trek noise on the TV show. That's good. Well, I snuck it back in.
But Brooks, I think, said he was thrilled because you saved him all that money on all the sound for the radar.
I gave
Commander and Spaceballs.
I gave him stuff to just use because I like Mel Brooks. And as you know, Spaceballs 2 is coming. And Josh Gad and Mel are going to produce it. I haven't heard from them, but if you guys really want me to be in the picture, I can give you more noises. Let me know what you need and just get back to me, because I can sound like Mel Brooks. It doesn't matter because I got a chance to be in one movie, and I'm grateful. And that's all I need. I don't have to be in the second movie because I got a chance to be in the first one. It's fine. I got a chance to reach everybody anyway, so the benefits are continuing.
But you're one of the great parts of the film. They talked a few years ago when the new Star Wars films came out that they were going to do something. He was going to do The Force Awakens or something like that.
Yeah. And I'm glad he's doing it. Remember, Mel, was he 90?
Oh, he's mid-90s now, yeah.
So now he's young to do this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now's the time. It's gonna be great. Nobody what happens is I'm a fan. It's gonna be great.
He's never made a bad thing.
No, no. I'm trying to think of it. Was there something bad you remember? No. Even the bad ones, they were aiming at something, and it was funny. To be or not to be. Yeah, it was great.
But he's, like to your point, like even when he's kind of off, it's like bad news is still good.
Oh God, it's
You know what I mean?
History of the World came back. I was glad to see it. Yeah. So, the problem that everyone keeps complaining about, and I complain about it, is the writing. The problem we're having is people, we seem to have lost our nuance. We've lost our nuance in terms of humor and comedy and everything. You know what? Why does every hit movie, why does the lead character have to fly through the air? Why does he have to explode? Why does everything have to fart on command? Why can't you just have a movie? Because I heard an executive say, "We don't make movies, we make blockbusters." Jesus. Okay. How does that work?
I think that's pretty on point. Well, that's the thing, because Hollywood doesn't want to take chances anymore.
Oh,
But anything-
I have no problem taking chances.
Not you, Hollywood. Oh, I think David Chase, who did The Sopranos, I think said it best. He said the problem that Hollywood has is Hollywood has a business model that contains an art form. And if you want a guarantee, art's not a guarantee. Make pencils, make sneakers, make baseballs. Make widgets.
Same thing with Moneyball, Murderball, all of it. If you're watching how it all makes sense. But to the young filmmakers and other folks that are in there, I invite you all to study the classics, study the classics, and if you can see behind the scenes stuff, because Chaplin destroyed most of his behind the scenes footage. There is some around. It's called the PBS ran called The Unknown Chaplin. PBS ran it.
I'm not sure, I didn't see that.
Well, there are ways to do this, but you're gonna have to go back to the basics. Writing. It starts with the writers. People have to write. You have to write films where things don't explode and fart on you. Sorry, you're gonna have to learn how to write things. With the things that don't explode.
And
I keep thinking about it. One day I'd like to do a movie about Michael Bay.
like a satire or
That's how Michael Bay, where he wakes up in the morning. Yeah, just coffee maker. Oh man! And here's some close in to go to work. Hello, sir. Good morning. Oh man! He gets to work. That's ridiculous. He gets to work. Everything's so good. He tells you, says, "We gotta go take care of this." Yes, sir. Right away. My symbol. Oh man!
And you know what's better?
Where's the song? And action! Nothing.
Better than most of his movies.
I can't stand it. Oh man. Yeah, a day in the life of a thing. See, that's the kind of support I have, because I'm a Mel Brooks fan and I'm a Mel Blanc fan, because I got to meet Mel Blanc over the last few years. I was in Australia. Australia. I was on Michael Walsh's show, and he was backstage. We were in between. He was doing one show, I was doing a different show. They're doing shows back to back, and I got to talk for about an hour to him
Real?
about things. So I'm going to apply the knowledge. I just did with. Oh man!
And he passed in, I think, 89.
Yeah, it was great. I used to, because I would love to. I'd love to go down to Australia all the time. I would go down. I like 25 trips down there. There's a lot going on down there, and they love our movies. Same thing in Finland. They love watching our movies. They watch our television. In Finland, they don't overdo the stuff. They leave the subtitles. Because everybody speaks English. They speak 4 languages. Because you got Sweden over there, you got Norway over here, you got the rest back there, 200 miles away. So you speak everything. Yeah, they love our stuff. Gas, Punky, Garage. They love Gas, Punky, and Richard Rollins at Dennis. They love counting cars. They love the count.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't realize how much America's still exporting. Don't you believe that though? But
No, yeah.
we're exporting. It's just up here. We export hip hop, dude.
And aside from a stint on Hollywood Squares, but you didn't stop worrying.
Hollywood Squares.
Yeah.
Letting us swim around there again.
But you've kept going. I mean, your IMDb is like, 2 miles long. I wasn't about to even make a list. We'd be here until 10 o'clock talking about all the films. But just
Small
also,
stuff.
but you also have extremely prolific on the comedy circuit. I mean, I've seen interviews with you in Europe and Australia. And so, like,
Sound has no language. Sound has no language barrier. I learned in foreign languages, sound has a language barrier, so I can describe what I want to do, sound-wise, and I'll figure out a way to get there. Scotland, excuse me, Scotland. Gotta say that right. I learned that because I did the Edinburgh Fringe, I would do the Edinburgh.
yeah, I saw something that came. I think you were there in an interview.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
That was it's one of the world's largest comedy festivals, comedy music festival. The average white band booked their own stage. David Hasselhoff booked his own stage with Kit the Car. That's how big this place is. It's like 12,000 venues for the city of Edinburgh. 12,000 different venues. 39,000 shows, 42-something thousand shows, 1.9, 2 million people in 30 days. That's the Edinburgh Fringe. So yeah, you will see everything there. I'm trading one of my nights to Tom Green because I want everybody to see Tom. We were playing the Underbellies. It's a giant venue. It's a 300-seat venue, but it's shaped like a cow. It's purple. It's upside down. The legs are on the top, and then the smoke coming out the tails there. Then it's called Underbellies. And 30 straight days. The festival's 30 straight days, and I couldn't do 30. So I gave one to Tom because I needed the help. Great guy, by the way. But this helps me. It helped me. The foreign market, being able to make the sounds helped me to reach people in Japan. If I wanted a lemon for some tea, I go. Got it. I'm figuring it out. So now I'm going to go back out there again, and I'm going to reach people again. We're going to go out and we're going to do this again.
It's not a barrier, though.
No, not yet. That's why I teach people how to make noises. And remember, if any of you get in trouble, my name is Kevin Hart.
Do you? I mean, this is kind of a out of field thing, but do you find you prefer like doing the stand-up work or the film work?
Well, if I was Eddie Murphy, I'd go, I'd like to sit down, Pastor, you're so crazy. It's a little safer to do music noises. So I'm doing music noises because that's where it was my roots, was there opening for all these different folks. I used to open for basically, but also open for Freddie Hubbard, the Persuasions, and a time called Nova, which was a fusion rock band. And I got a chance to do stuff, when you do opening things with groups like your Earth, Wind, and Fire, you get a chance to spread the spirit out a little bit. Music and comedy now. I'm Weird Al fanatic. Yeah, my Weird Al fans are out there. We just did a thing with Weird Al, and that was the Triumph the Insult Comic Dogs.
Oh, Triumph!
It was his game show called Let's Make a Poop. You gotta check it out on YouTube. It's really that Weird Al did a lot of the music for it, and I got a chance to do some things as the host. But I used to own Weird Al way back in the day, and I'm finding that I should just do what I know I'm good at. Why do I want to be what Chappelle is? Because Dave Chappelle is his style. Why do I want to be somebody else when it's their style? I don't want to be Kevin. I don't want to be Dave. I want to be myself. So the noises for me is what made it for me. And stand-up's fine. I can do stand-up straight. Anybody can do straight stand-up. And that's good. Good straight stand-up for me is excellent. But with all the stuff that's been happening, music noises are a little safer. It's a little safer. I don't want to get smacked in the head. We used to have problems maybe once every 2-3 years now. Sorry. It just
everything's triggered.
everything's triggered. Everything's changed. So we'll do the music comedy. So we'll embed the comedy in the music. That way we don't have people angry at us coming after us for something that they dreamed.
So I do have one last question, because I do want to open it up to the guests. Where the hell is Police Academy 8?
Well, as far as I know, the whole thing is out the window right now because Paul Winslow just passed away a month ago. So we don't know where this cat is going to go. I know that there was a new producer assigned to do development, and he was developing another project at the time. Paul passed away, and he was wrapping up one project. So hopefully he'll walk straight into Police Academy. I don't know what's going to happen to Academy 8.
But if you think of the sort of chaotic, nature of all of you.
Sure.
I'm thinking of that now with like body cameras and stuff, like the trouble you guys would be in, like they're going to kick you off the floor.
How much trouble could I cause with noises, hacking the AI? I already do that. I already make the AIs angry. I already do that. Some company had me come in and say, can you fool our AI? Can you give us some noises that'll make the thing crash? Yeah. It thought it was a dog.
Did you broke ChatGPT?
Yeah, it got mad. It thought it was a dog. It hurt. And thought it was a cricket cat.
I'm willing to give you
alarm. I did like 10 different things and the thing bought it. Right. Real smart AI.
And if I'll give you a Starbucks gift card if you call my ex.
What is that, Siri?
Coffee machine.
Where's the law? Oh, did you get the card, the names?
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Do you have something to like put in? Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Right.
I should learn noises to just make the AIs go nuts. It won't be able to handle it.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Just not in front of the dog. Don't do it in front of the animals because they're going to think you're nuts. And if you say something wrong, if you say something wrong and it's wrong dialect, they're going to bite you.
So before we turn it
I'm
over
kidding.
to the audience, a fun little, I love Wait, Don't Tell Me on NPR. And they do, whenever they have a celebrity on, they do a little fun. Oh, yes, that's somehow tangentially connected to them.
Love that show.
When we had Barry Bostwick here 2 years ago, we did this with him. And so basically what it is, because Police Academy, Jones is your most prolific role, we found some interesting tidbits about true facts about police and or arrests. So what we have is 3 questions, and there is a multiple choice ABC 3-part answer.
Do any of those cards have a Morgan card?
No, but this fun little thing is that you will be playing for one of our guests, one of our filmmaker guests.
Excellent.
And if you get 2 of the 3 questions right, they will get a free submission to a future film festival that we have. Maybe next year, because it'll be our 20th. So
For all you filmmakers out there, I highly recommend old school Super 16 film. Trust me, you'll love it. If you want to see an example of how Super 16 works, because basically when you shoot stuff on Super 16, instead of the perforation holes on both sides of the film, it's only on one side. The rest is picture. 16 by 9, and you can blow it on a 35 and no one knows the difference. Spike Lee did that with a film called She's Gotta Have It. He blew it on a 35 to build the studio. See? TV series 250, Super 16. Spike Lee film, Do the Right Thing, Super 16. This is a great medium. If you're going to shoot a film, but at least save one reel, at least 400 foot, just shoot one. All your key scenes, shoot that Super 16, because then the scenes will jump out at you because of the grains. And there's also filters you can use to make it look like. There's dig around.
It's great. So tell us who's going to be our opener.
I'm 54.
Oh.
Siri?
Chris Green.
Chris Green. All right. So
Where's Chris? Chris right there down there.
okay. So we're playing.
Thank you, Siri.
Mr. Winslow is going to be playing for you. If he gets 2 of the 3 questions right, you have a free official selection, or not official selection, you get a free submission to a feature film festival. Okay. No pressure. Okay, so question number 1. A Vermont man named Gregory Bombard was awarded $175,000 settlement after successfully suing the state and police officer Riggin for what? Is it A, he was falsely arrested for solicitation at the Blue Oyster Bar, B, arrested for giving the cop the finger, or C, arrested for not succumbing to seasonal depression as a Vermont resident?
Boy, C's real close, but we're not gonna talk about that. I believe this is the case that just got litigated where they just said that you can't arrest somebody for showing the finger, because also that happened when a certain candidate we know about was driving in a motorcade in Michigan, and a lady on a bicycle flipped him off and having trouble and got arrested and got fired from the job, and they threw it out. Threw the whole thing out.
What you gonna do when it's looking for you?
And that was a good question.
Okay, so next one is, which of the following headlines is true? Is it A, lowlife attempted to shoplift Walmart during a shop with a cop event at the store? B, Florida woman busted after accidentally texting cop instead of drug dealer? Or C, Florida woman carrying a tote bag that said definitely not a bag full of drugs, arrested for drug trafficking?
You know, the way things have been lately, all 3 of those things probably are true. Things have been rated to me again. It's true. But this is levels of insanity.
Okay, so the headlines are, lowlife attempted to shoplift from a Walmart during a shop with a cop event at the store. A Florida woman was busted after accidentally texting a cop instead of her drug dealer. And a Florida woman carrying a tote bag that said definitely not a bag full of drugs was arrested for drug trafficking.
The second one I would expect to hear on real radio. Because that kind of a story, the news junkie would love that. The third one, it's just maybe in Miami. I'm between the first and the third one.
Okay.
The first one is possible because a lot of crazy stuff's been happening at Walmart lately. A lot of stuff that just doesn't make any sense. But at least they still sell wrap chips. And you can get, unfortunately at Walmart I can't get Snoop Loops.
Well, can I tell you something?
You can get Snoop cereal though. You can get it online. You can order Snoop Loops. You think I'm kidding, and I'm not kidding. Snoop Loops. 10 flavors.
You actually already guessed right. All 3 are true.
Start chocolate, get your cinders, or your whistle.
And your final question for today.
1, 2, 3, and to the 4. Snoop Doggy Dog got the Snoop Loops after 2. It's just stupid enough to work, and it is working. You can order them. I'm getting there's 10 flavors. I don't know what the flavors are, but I'm sure each one is more ridiculous than the last one. By the way, it was fun with him.
Well, plus all the headlines now look like an Onion article. So here's your last question. This one's actually very close to home. This one happened, I think, 1, 2 at the most towns away from here.
Oh, local.
This is a very low. I'm telling you now before the Mountborough mayor gets her there. So it might have met him yet. This is a new mayor.
So see, I'm telling y'all, make noises. It's so much fun. Just get a decent microphone and have at it. You can play with the dogs in the neighborhood by doing the bark around. What a bark around is? You know there's dogs in the neighborhood. You know they're already agitated because they're bored as hell. And wait. Within 2 minutes. Open my door.
So, this is your final question.
Okay.
And then we're going to turn it over to our filmmakers. So, a Lake County Sheriff's Office deputy.
Oh, wait a second. I'm starting the news.
Brought to you by Publix. Now, let's go. You can see shopping is not a pressure.
So a Lake County deputy, a sheriff's office deputy, resigned after an investigation into his rear-ending a car that was stopped for a school bus. Despite blaming faulty brakes, the deputy was actually distracted by looking by his cell phone. What was he doing on it? Was he A, updating his OnlyFans page, B, watching Michael Winslow films, or C, watching porn?
Sorry, I need some help with this.
The answer is porn.
You are correct.
See, that's scary. That's good now. But I have to buy it in advance. See, don't do nothing unless I pay in advance.
And not only does he have the shame of now retiring, because he lives in Florida, he can't even watch porn on his phone anymore. So he's like pretty doubly embarrassed.
Well, moved up. Moved out of hopes.
So we're gonna turn it over. Do you want to take the mic around? Or? Yeah.